Good morning, guys. My name is Robert Kiley. I'm the Green Party candidate in Kingston, the Islands, and I am running to be your next MPP. And I want to tell you why. Unfortunately, I couldn't be with you in person this morning, so I quickly made this video to let you know 3 very important issues that I am passionate about and that I think that we need to solve, that we need to work together to solve if we're to see a more prosperous Ontario. But before I begin, I want to frame the Green Party to let you know a bit of what we're about. The Green Party is not a party that can be put on the right of the spectrum or the left of the spectrum like the old parties fall in. Rather, the Green Party is a party that takes what's good from the left and good from the right to make the most sensible and pragmatic, that is, practical policies that we can for the betterment of the people of this province, for the betterment of our planet, and for the betterment of profit, or the economic well-being of Ontario. And how we do that is we take what's called an ecological framework, or a life cycle approach. So when we talk about healthcare, for example, we look at healthcare holistically. When we talk about energy, we look at all the different things that come together to make energy. When we look at poverty, we look at all the social determinants, or the things in our society which come together to make poverty a reality or not a reality. And the thing is, when we do that, we have the best balanced policy of all the parties. That's clear. We need to take people, planet, and profit together to make these good policies. So if we're talking about energy, when we talk about nuclear energy, for example, because we know that that will be an issue in the next 6 months when whoever forms the government decides to build new nuclear at Darlington, we have to talk about the life cycle. So it's going to cost a lot of money, $35 billion. It's also going to be heavy on emissions through uranium mining and extraction, building, construction, decommissioning, the toxic waste that's shipped away. It's going to be heavy on emissions. We also know that it's going to be environmentally harmful because of those emissions, yes, but also because of the byproduct. And we know that that will have social ramifications. People will be affected by those things now and in the future. So when we look at that with people, we know that's not going to be good to have toxic waste stored in the ground and in oceans. When we look at the profit side of it, with very, very expensive costs, and when we look at the environmental ramifications, the planet side, it's also bad. So we would say that new nuclear build is not a good option. And I'd encourage you to ask your other candidates what they think about that too. When we look at healthcare, as I said, we look at it holistically. So what are the very basic things that need to be considered with health and well-being? One would be fresh air, one would be clean water, and one would be access to local, cheap, not in quality, but cheap in cost, food. Because when we eat well, when we breathe clean air, and when we drink fresh water, we can be healthy. And more than that, when we move our bodies, when we're physically active, we can be healthy. So the Green Party takes health from that perspective, and we want to institute new laws around organic farming to help farmers get their good food to people. We want to institute new recreational programs to have people of all ages coming together to move their body and stay healthy. And when we do these things, these very basic things, which are often forgotten by the other parties and other policy, then we can be healthy, and we don't have to worry about the healthcare costs, because they're not going to go as high as we see them doing now. So that's kind of that ecological or full life perspective that we take, which really differentiates us or makes us unique from the other parties. Now, people have many perspectives on these issues, and you have a very unique opportunity to ask the other candidates today what they think about these or about other issues that are important to you. You have a very unique opportunity, some of you, to vote in this upcoming election, and all of you to talk to your parents and guardians and teachers about what they think about these different issues. Because really, it comes down to our engagement. Our involvement in this political process is what matters. Democracy is not something that we should take lightly. Democracy is not something that we should take for granted. And I encourage you to have those conversations. Because I'm not here today, I can't answer your questions. But I have Facebook, I have Twitter, and I'll have YouTube videos up. Also, we have a website, www.kingstonGreens.ca, and an email, of course, robertkiley@gpo.ca, where you can email me your questions, you can tweet me your questions, and we can have this conversation. Because when we're engaged and when we talk about the things that affect our lives, healthcare and energy and education, and all these things that fall under provincial government, then I think we can have a truly prosperous province, especially when we balance people, planet, and profit in all we do. So thanks for your time this morning. Have a good day, and I hope to hear from you soon.